You might not scare them like you do.
You know, I thought I'd just go ahead and give a second chance out here. It's about, it's almost 4 o'clock or somewhere thereabout. Yeah, about 4 o'clock. Um, I was just gonna see if anybody's out here wanting to chat, or if our buddy might been online or something, old Dylan or something. We did one earlier this morning. Uh, but I went back and laid down, and then we looked on our one site there for a little while, had some fun. This person named Wendy in Texas, she just, I was not betting real money, but my wife, she said, I bet $5 she won't answer. And sure enough, she answered. So, but my wife was trying to get her to talk to us, but she's telling my wife her voice scares her. Well, my God, my wife's voice scares her. Then I won't do no better. Like I said, I don't know. Uh, I told my wife that it'd be easier if we get some reaction off here or something.
Yeah,
Looks like because nobody's gonna get nothing off of there. I mean, we just try to have fun with stuff like that, play the little game they had on there. But it's go ahead, honey. Okay. No, she's acting like a 2-year-old about that. But if you can't handle my wife's voice, then you can't handle mine, So I'm gonna be on here, may talk for a little while, and y'all are more than welcome to ask questions or chat with me for a while. She's gonna go out and get her some fresh air. But just kind of reiterate, we're mainly here for a unicorn bestie, female, 20s and 30s. We did get a comment earlier, but I needed to say something about that. This Gina person commented on my video, and the problem is I can't read y'all's comments when y'all are commenting. Plus, y'all don't have a picture, and I know mine's not the best, but I can't really take you that serious. I mean, some might not can help it. I was lucky to have somebody upload us a few of them, but we no longer talk to that person now. But I told my wife, we might not have been worth that much more than what we got the last time, which was nothing but a former crack whore and 2 kids on top of that, and you couldn't get nothing done. And and I told her, I said that my fear is that we'll that'll be our last shot. And I hate to say it, but I'm fearing that result because I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, it's just tough, especially when you're nice people. I mean, my wife's nice. We can't help what voices we got, and I tell that's on here for everybody out here. So, yeah, if somebody makes us mad or upsets us, and acts like they don't want to listen very good, and they get an attitude with us and back talk us and things of that nature. Yeah, that tends to bother us and get on our nerves, and then of course, me and her has a short fuse with people that don't listen very well. So if you were looking for a way to tick us off, there you go. But we're not trying to be mean, but with the reality of today, most people are out there to play play games and stuff, and they're not really who they say they are, and they tell you they're honest and good. I mean, they'll tell you something on there that you'd expect them to write, but then when you go through all this hassle of calling them or doing anything with them, they don't want anything to do with them. I mean, we're thankful that Dylan and some of these come out here, you know, and talk to us when they can. I'm gonna write something out here while I'm talking. But well, my wife's are real good people. It's just we're we'd like to, like I said, try to give some people a chance, but you people are what's going to make the decision for us. We can't make it for you. But yeah, we're warning anybody now if they think that we're nice 99% of the time. I mean, to each other we are because we're a married couple, but and any married couple is going to have a time or two where some things don't go right. And like my wife, sometimes she gets a little upset if something goes missing or something. And after a while, I go in there and tell her, in a few minutes or something, I say, look, we'll find it later, something like that, or if it was her family or whatever was bothering her. We got rid of it. So she's been the last, what was this been? Almost a month? Not quite a month. About 3 weeks ago, we got rid of all the family stuff that was bothering us. But like I said, we gave all that up for trying to get this, put out there in hopes that somebody hears this and sees it, and hopes that there's somebody out here within 423 area code or something like that. And I mean, it's not about money. It's not about, anything like that. It's, we just like somebody we could call as like a big sister or, somebody that, we could go take out, do things with. I don't care. As long, like I said, wheelchairs, anybody in wheelchairs, I couldn't really take care of because it'd be too hard on us. They'd at least have to walk. I don't care if it's on a cane. But we're looking for anything from skinny to average body type, somebody we can play some things with, sports, movies, music. Like I said, you get us into a conversation, and she'll probably be in here in a little while. She just has to go for her walk when something gets on her mind, and somebody sometimes, like a while ago. But it's tough. When we're trying to show people that there is good people out there like me and my wife, and we're not that hard to get along with if you're like us. See things old fashioned, look at things in that way, and if you go by the book, which is the way me and my wife was always raised, we can't help that. I mean, that's the way we was. And, so I'm hoping there'll be some people out there understand this, out here and stuff, maybe. But we're lots of fun. I mean, me and my wife, man, if the right person just came along, man, we have it made. It would change our life, for the better. And I know I could change their life for the better. For me and my wife, had them here, and we could, if it's somebody that had something in common with us, and just had whatever they had and nothing else. There were no tricks. A lot of times people play mind tricks on you. You think you're getting, like I said before, you you think you're getting something kind of nice, and from the looks of it, and stuff, and then they could turn around in 5 minutes and come up with something. So we're, like I say, we're like I say, real good people. We love to sing, and I dance a little bit. I'm not a big, fan of dancing and stuff, but I mean, we could slow dance, do something easy. Like I said, my wife, she used to be a cheerleader, and she used to do all kinds of things. She's telling me she's played soccer and all kinds of good stuff, But she's really a good girl. I mean, a good woman. She doesn't mean no harm. I mean, she's not no, Barbie doll. I mean, when she was young, a little bit younger back, just before I met her, she was a little bit skinnier and, had some nice longer hair, but ever since she met me, I've always cut her hair. She wanted me to cut it because it got long, and her people always used to hate it when I cut her hair. I don't know why, but she likes it like mine usually is cut short. Mine, I need to go get a haircut. I'm going to try to go this Thursday and get one, but she likes it when I cut it because I cut it pretty much, like kind of like in the Navy or something, or when you go to the military. But she likes it. It lasts a long time. I mean, I think the last time I cut her hair was probably end of May. I think I've not cut it in probably, let's see, probably about 4 months. I don't know. I have to go back and see. It might have been early. It might have been June. Might have been my birthday or something, or a little afterwards. So I'd say at least it's probably June. I can't remember, but it lasts a long time. I mean, it's been, I know, a good few months since I've cut it. If you ain't particular about a haircut, I could, and I've not been to barber school or nothing, but I know William, when I went over at his barber shop, he's like, you ain't no barber, right? And I said, oh, she knows that. I told her that. And she trusted me. Now I'm careful when I cut. Like I said, I don't know how to do all the stylish stuff and all that, but if it's that one certain way that she likes it cut, and as you've seen in the video, and I make sure I get it as good as I can, straightened as good and cut it as good as I can. It's like, and it don't look bad. I mean, like I said, it's been almost 2.5 months, I'd at least say. And it don't look bad. It ain't, it ain't nothing really out of place. I try to cut it as good as I can. Like I said, when it gets, really long, it kind of starts showing a little bit. But, yeah, like she said, she goes out. She likes the animals. Bunny's outside. I let her go out there for fresh air and stuff, because I know that kind of helps with her. Helps her brighten up a little bit. Like I said, I took a nap earlier. I got up early, tried to do some stuff. But, I thought about me and her might sing a few songs or something. But I hadn't been in the mood to do them. But I guess I could try to carry a few tunes. I'm gonna try to do my best here without any music playing. So just you know, um, when I got the news today, I didn't know what to say, so I just hung up the phone. I took a walk to clear my head, didn't know where it would go. So God knows why they go, I guess. I don't feel like going home, so I'm gonna sit right here on the edge of this pier. Watch the sunset disappear. Mm-hmm. Drink a beer. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I can't do as much of that one. But there's your little sample. Usually I have to have stuff playing, but I changed a little bit of the words. Like I said, it's not one I usually sing. I usually sing that Crash My Party by Luke Bryan. I know a lot of the words for it. But no, we have fun like that. We do it at the house. But I'll give you another sample. I can do share. I'll do as much as I can. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that I've heard you when you say, I don't know why I said the things I said. I don't know why I did the things I did. Words roll deep down inside. Words are like weapons, they move you sometimes. I really didn't mean to hurt you. I know I made you go, I know I made you cry. Oh baby, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that have hurt you. And you said, if I could reach the stars, I'd give them all to you. And love me like you used to. Oh, if I could turn back time. Oh, if I could turn back time. Oh, baby. I really didn't mean to hurt you. I know I made you go, I know I made you cry. Oh, baby, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd find those words that have hurt you. And you say, if I could reach the stars, I give them all to you. And love me like you used to. There's your little bit of share. But, like I said, I can do some people. It just depends on who it is. But, there's, let's see, who else can I do? Let's see. Let's see here. The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soda still. He was in a bind. He was way behind. He was willing to make a deal. When they came across this gentleman sold on the field and playing it hot, the devil jumped up on Hickory Stump and said, "Boy, let me tell you what. I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. I pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold get your soaks. I think I'm better than you." The boy said, "My name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet you're going to regret it because I'm the best there's ever been. Johnny, you're rising up your bow and play your fiddle hard. Goes hustle loose in Georgia, and the devil does his cards. And if you win, you get this shiny fiddle made of gold. But if you lose, the devil will get your soul." The devil started up and opened up his shoulders, opened up his case, and fire flew through his fingertips as he rose up his bow. So he pulled the bow across the strings. It made an evil hiss, and the band of demons joined in. It sounded something like this. Johnny said, "You're pretty good, old son. But sit down in that chair right there and let me show you how it's done. Round, round, run, boys, run. The devil's in the house was rising sun. Chicken and brick by picking out dough. Right back, no time, no. Charlie Daniels band there. A little bit of them. But yeah, I used to do that Blink 182 song. If y'all like any of this, y'all more welcome to comment. Like I said, I don't have the music planned, so I'm just doing what I can do. So that's pretty good for somebody that, like I said, doesn't have the music all handy. Because I'd really like to spice this up a little bit and give us something to do or talk about. Oh, here she comes. Oh, bless your heart.
Pisses me off every time I try to talk to somebody.
Oh. Oh, where'd you go?
I go back around church and try to punch something in the goddamn wall. It pisses me off.
But, hey,
I hate people today.
well, I know what they like I said, they, some reason or another, that's what most of today's people are. Take me a drink a minute.
She says,
Did a couple of songs.
"That's fine, I love your voice, I just want to be loved and lonely. I want to be cared for, I want to be cared for, I want to feel known like I'm in a relationship. I'm in a relationship with you and your husband, not charging morning, nothing."
I mean, all that sounds good. Like I say, we're not trying to be mean to my wife, but it sounds like somebody's had some. And I'm just talking.
But she's been in an abusive relationship.
I think somebody may have had some trust issues or something. This person I'll give her this. She's the first person since we've been on any other sites besides Facebook. She's been
right and wrong.
she's done more than most will or would have. There you go. That way you kind of get in there. But no, we just
I love her, but I don't want to scare her.
Like I said, if my wife can scare her with her voice, then I'm going to scare her with mine. And I ain't even called this person, so that's why I'm not. Like I said, plus she's too far off and everything. So we're going to try to reach out here and hopefully we get a get a better response. Maybe somebody will be out here and see one of our videos. Like I said, our offer's still on.
But
for
maybe I
unicorn.
won't hurt though.
No, you didn't take a good long enough walk.
Maybe she won't.
No, she's just playing. They're just play. Like I said, these people. I'm surprised she matched her phone, but a lot of these people just play. And ain't nobody been serious since that damn Susan up here. But you can't even count that as serious because once you got knowing that, like I said, there wasn't nothing in it. It's just a tank with kids and, you know, her exes up her ass and everything else. I wish that day when I was over at that in people's house, I wish I'd asked them questions. I'd just had them take me and her back home and left her ass sitting over there.
Well, I wish you did.
But, you know, that's why we're trying everything we can. But, you know, I think actually coming out here and probably doing this is probably be better. Like I say, we don't do a whole lot. We clean what we need to clean around the house or do some house chores or whatever. You know, like I said, she'll go out and get her a good little walk in. You'll see the moo-moos. Did you see any moo-moos today? Oh, were they hiding? Uh-oh.
It's getting ready to rain.
Oh. Yeah, she usually goes out there and pets them and brings them a baby out. They like her babies.
Mm-hmm. Checker does.
Yeah,
She was mowing at me this morning.
she was. No, go ahead, honey. You want to talk a minute?
I'm so upset.
There, you go ahead and talk. Go ahead. I took a few minutes.
I'm sorry, people, that
No,
I
but
scare you with your voice.
just talk. Just don't worry about that. You talk. Go ahead.
I just want somebody that I could love and care and cherish for. I get so upset, tore up. That's why I go for walks, because, you know, that's the only way I can calm down. I just, you know, all I got is my husband and my babies, you know. I'm so sorry. I can't take so much. Maybe maybe there's a reborn mom out here, you know, with nothing to, that don't have anybody.
Maybe he's
That I could maybe, you know, have that has the same thing as me, you know. I mean, you know, like my husband said, you know, maybe there's a reborn mom out there, you know, that don't have a husband, that, you know, that's single, you know, that's close to home, you know. But like my husband said, you know, there ain't much females out here, you know, maybe not.
well, there's some kids.
You know,
There's always a few kids, but you can't
I mean,
just do anything with that.
so I just went for a walk because, you know, that Wendy, like he was talking, you know, telling you about.
Yeah, everybody's lost because she's too fair can scare them with their voice. That ain't nobody.
You know,
Go ahead and talk about what you want to talk
but I hope everybody's having a good day, and like I am, I'm trying.
about. Yeah.
I cooked dinner for me and my husband.
I picked me some macaroni a while ago.
I made me some SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs.
Spider-Man SpaghettiOs.
Yeah.
I like eating those because my husband got me used to eating those. So
Well,
I can't.
that's what Danny used to do when he wasn't a big cook.
I am not either.
Yeah, that's what he'd have those little plastic bowls.
Yeah.
And he'd have them in the microwave. I mean, every occasionally he would fix something, but or grill out. But
is there any reborn moms out there? I got Sarah and Naomi and is that her again?
Go ahead, just talk.
But
Okay.
Naomi and Sarah and Derek Jr. That's my 4 reborns I have so far. And I have oh goodness, Dorothy. I just got her for my birthday. From that'll be his aunt, be my sister-in-law. They surprised me, but I don't like talking about it because something bad always happen to me, or something happens to him. I don't like being upset and stuff, and I just want somebody to talk to on here. It gets boring after a while. When you do your house chores, you don't have nothing left. I want to have my husband to talk to, but I just been doing house chores and watching, talking to my husband a little bit. I ain't much watching TV, but it's just I was letting Gracie watch her cartoons because she didn't get to watch her cartoons today. So I'm trying to keep her in a good mood. Try to keep she's a doll, but she can give us a fit sometimes. Like last night, she got real fussy with her daddy, and she wouldn't go to bed like Daddy told her to. And she kept telling him no, shaking her head, and Daddy's telling her yes, it's time to go to bed. And she kept shaking her head, and I said, Daddy's gonna spank you if you don't listen. I said, you gotta listen to both of us. We are your parents. And she was just fussy. Babies get like that, and they get fussy. And, I got different dolls like I showed this morning. I don't know if anybody saw my dolls or not. But,
Well, I don't know if they have or not.
I like getting on here because, I can, tell my feelings, how I really feel. And the only thing I got is my husband, it just... Is that a new one?
No, honey.
Oh. And, I just... Maybe my buddy Dylan will get on here in a little while, I hope. I miss my little buddy Dylan. He's my buddy. He always gets me all excited. But he ain't been on here since the other night. He's probably working. He's probably busy. He travels a lot, so that might be one thing. But I didn't know. Maybe I can... I'll write a small message real quick. Maybe somebody will respond to that. Put hi reborn moms. Maybe somebody will respond.
Well, maybe.
Usually I don't go. Well, the past 2 nights we've been going 3 minutes and something, seconds. But I just thought, I didn't know my husband was going to get on there. I thought we were going to wait till 8 o'clock, but I guess he just wanted to get on early a little bit.
Well, maybe if we change time up, maybe
Yeah.
do some in different times, maybe we might get some
Yeah.
better change.
I forgot to tell you this morning that
Go ahead.
I used to go to family reunions, but as a child, when I was younger, I was probably 10, 11. We would have like girl day out. Like my mama would cook us like a female lunch or something, while the guys are at work, and be me and my mom, my sister, and my Aunt Try and my Aunt Susie. But, that's changed since then.
I thought you meant to have a whole shitload.
Oh, no, it's just a female day. But we did have one reunion where all my family came from Florida. One time it was my Uncle Bradley, my Uncle Aaron, Buddy, Uncle Puddin', my Uncle David, my Aunt Vine, Buddy, my Aunt Cricket, and all of them. But my Aunt Cricket's dead now, and my Aunt Tate's ignore me right now. She's pissed off at me for leaving her in Florida. But who gives a rat's ass? She's watching YouTube. I don't give a rat's ass. But
Go on.
she doesn't know I'm married, but doodah.
Go ahead.
But you know, I had a short wedding because all this family drama
Yeah.
that we had on both sides. You know, like my husband said, you know, we did the short thing, the little what did you call it, honey? The short quickie.
Well, the courthouse, yeah.
Yeah, the quickie, the short and quickie way.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful though, you know, just I never been married in a courthouse before. It was pretty neat, you know, seeing the courtroom and the way that my husband was looking at me, you know, and when he opposed to, you know, when they married us up there, they helped us pay it was $100 and something to get a marriage certificate and get married. And the courthouse helped us. We had most of it, and then they helped pay the rest. You know, I thought, well, I didn't want to lose the love of my life. You know, I was talking about Derek, and I told the courthouse, I said, I don't want to lose this love of my life. You know, I want to be there, you know, thick and thin with him. You know, I don't care if we grow old together. You know, that means something. That means something to me. You know, I'm glad to be married for 10 years. You know, it's kind of nice. You can have somebody that agrees with you sometimes and has a disagreement once in a while. But, you know, that's what every marriage is. You know, you have a disagreement once in a while. But you can sit down and talk about it, you know, what the disagreement's about. And, you know, you sit down and you talk about it. You know, you don't just run away from your troubles. What I'm getting at, if Susan Rogers is watching this, you never run from your troubles. If you got an issue with somebody that you're with, you sit down and you talk to that person. Tell them what's bothering you, what's on your chest. You don't have to be on medicine for that. You don't have to be messing for your behavior. Well, maybe for you, but not for me. Because I'm a little bit different from you. I can do things to keep myself occupied. I can do house chores, watch TV. But I don't know what you're doing now, Susan, so.
Well, she's biting the dust.
Yeah, she might be biting the dust.
Out there.
She's probably hoeing around.
I ain't gonna tell.
No telling with her, but you know, I guess my husband's trying to get me to cheer up because he don't like seeing me upset.
Well,
He don't like seeing a woman
it
cheer up.
might be the end of it for us. If it happens, it happens. But
If it don't, it don't.
you know, but if Fair get out there and just be, I guess, be happy with what we got.
Yeah.
Now. Fair can maybe, you never know, like say who runs across these videos, and you may, or like I said, one of her walks, maybe somebody
Yeah.
might be out on one of these side roads. Maybe if Fair walked that Hunter Bend Road if it wasn't raining. You know,
Oh.
somewhere around there. That one, I was gonna go up there at one time, but it was raining.
Well, it ain't raining right now.
But I mean, it could be somebody just out of nowhere come out one of these little roads and just not happen.
Yeah.
So you know, we still got a somewhat of a small chance.
Yeah. But beauties, I wish you could come text on here a little bit. I'm bored. I don't have much to do. Come on, my little beauties. I want somebody to talk to that I can cup and giggle with. I don't want no men talking on here, but I only got 3 subscribers. Come on, babies. Come on, my pretty females. Somebody that has a reborn. Hello.
Well,
I need somebody to talk to. Come on, my little pretty beauties. I love you. Please talk to me.
yeah. You may take over for a few minutes. Okay. Yeah. Just ignore it if they keep doing anything. And on her trying that one was texting her. She trying to say she never texts my wife or sent her anything. I just keep erasing it because I have to laugh at people like that. That's stupid. Because that they're trying to cover up the tracks.
Mm-hmm.
But I told her my biggest fear, and I'll say it while she's in here. My biggest fear is that we've had our last shot. I mean,
Too.
that's my biggest fear, and I'm afraid that she got suckered into what was not known at the time to be a former drug dealer, crack whore, crackpot, anything else you want to call her. Out there, like my wife was mentioning, she couldn't handle her own problems and her own issues. You've got to be strong-willed and got to be, you can erase some pictures, man. But, there ain't no sense in, letting that get us down. But, it's hard being out here in this town. I mean, we've got, like I said, we've got 1,600 and some odd people supposedly. So that's pretty good. I mean, it's just like I said, you can't never tell when them out-of-towners might come through here from Athens, or maybe somebody from Cleveland or Chattanooga might up on this. Yeah, I was just going to clear something up. This one in Texas said something about wanting to make out once in a while. Fair might if they wasn't trying to bribe people for money and stuff. Like I said, if you want to do that on your own personal time, that's y'all's choice. But nobody with any logic sense is going to take these people serious. And they're not, they're just hurting their chances, and they're making it harder for themselves to get anywhere. And that's why I say, unless it's somebody right next door, which obviously we don't know that to be a fact. Of course, my wife had gotten a few things out here in our local area. Had a woman come out, just called my wife, was out there walking. She, had this one stopping her and telling her about all of her troubles with her man or whatever. And then that same bonehead, not long, a month or so later, coming home and saw some crap out here out in the street. So I called because even though I wasn't going to be taking that person in or anything or really doing anything, because she's about like all these others out here. They for some reason, most women can't control their emotions real well. I don't know why, but they get so fixated on one relationship, and if they, for some reason, a lot of times, if you and like I said, it's our fault if they get in an abusive relationship. They didn't get to know them well enough. It's not our fault. I mean, we've had people come out here, and you think it's the end of the world the way they talk to us and the way they treated us and shit. We're not Dr. Phil, and we're not Steve Wilkos or anybody like that. Good Lord, I mean. And honestly, if y'all can't control yourselves, then we can't. Then nobody within, the counseling places are really no good. I mean, honestly, it's as simple as going to one of these places. This could be a lesson to help somebody. But if you can't, if you can't, I mean, a person sitting down there next to you, it ain't gonna make any difference. If you don't have it to listen to them and apply it, then what good is all these programs? The only reason y'all are going to them is because it's free. But they may wonder now, or at least I would, if I were sitting in their shoes, I'd be wondering, am I helping these people? Am I doing my job? Because a lot of times these people could lie and say they're doing good and everything's good. Of course, they ain't gonna go in there and tell you when they've had a little hiccup or anything, because they might think you might blow it out of proportion and do something crazy, say something that they don't want to intend on, because they still have feelings for them, and So, like I said, we were trying to look for somebody that was less troubled and had some proper manners and knew how to behave, not get upset just because they might lose something once in a while. If you do what we do and just kind of trace back your steps, then you can go find it. They'll find you. You'll remember it when you ain't trying too hard. But like I said, these are just a few things that kind of bothers me and my wife when people want to know why we can't be nice. Well, this is a good way to come out here and listen to this video, because we really do want to be nice to and find what we're looking for and everything. And like I said, it's just going to take a special. It's going to take a special, kind-hearted person that, they may be somewhat religious. They may not even be religious at all. Who knows? But, they may have an upbringing with something similar like me or my wife or something. And I know if she's able to cope with her stuff, I would like to think that some of these people, I know some of the people out there might say, well, I'm just saying, I can see where some people might find fault with it. But, if you can't help yourself, nobody can help you. You got to want to do it. Whether it's smoking, drinking, drugs, it's nobody's fault but yours. And for me and my wife to succeed at this goal that we've had, and you talk about goals, this is one of the hardest goals to get accomplished. It's worse than a job. It's worse than anything else. Of course, you can go out there and only find that and apply for that, and most of the time you do get accepted. You may, in job-wise, depending on where you live and depending on what they're looking for, that might take you a while. But most time, like I said, advice on that is just do what you know to do. If they say they'll call you back, you don't let them call you back. You call them back. Oh yeah. You want me to eat one? You want me to eat one, Mickey? Oh. Oh man. Got some good old ice cream here.
I just want to make it.
Well, even better than that. And I'm not, and like I said, I'm not saying texting, calling ain't good. But as much bull crap as we've been put through, I like to see all three of them. I don't mind a text the first time I meet somebody. It's really, I don't want to scare people. I don't want to frighten anybody. So if, for example, if I saw you out in the store, you've already gotten to meet me. And my wife, most likely. And y'all know who you are. And if we're not doing anything with you, you know why. Because there's nothing into anything. Y'all got your own lives that y'all live and blah, blah, blah. So, but if you were somebody that say hasn't never seen us before, and somebody that, just hadn't never, saw us or heard of us before, you know, y'all didn't have anything. Y'all might have run into one of these videos, or somebody might have said, might have passed this along. Then we could sit here and it'd be a different scenario. We intend on trying to find somebody that's got something in common with us, and that has the time and the want to have the time to spend on it, and it's not a waste to them or anything. Yeah, like I said, me and her likes to do that, make it out stuff once in a while and all that, but that's not all that we're about. We like to cuddle and do all kinds of other things too. It's not just about that. In case anybody out here, some of these sites could be on here. You never know. But it's not a problem. But the problem.
Why?
But
She texts me all
The
day.
problem, yeah, I know she is. I saw her. Well, I mean, I didn't grab your phone, but I knew you'd said these pictures were from her.
Yeah,
But and then she sent me,
those ones I just saw.
yeah. So, but like I said,
And how did you get that? Because none from my phone, my husband's phone, she goes, she said, fuck you.
man,
She said, I did not lie. I did not text you. I said, yes, you did. I
hey,
said,
don't
you
worry,
little waxy liar.
don't worry about it. Like I said, you're gonna have to wake me up almost. You're almost gonna have to hope I've got amnesia and I'm about dead on the table before I'll tell you. I'm like Dot was.
Mm-hmm.
If it's something I don't normally say, and it ain't normally something, to put me under the ground. Because I'll echo that same sentiment like Danny said. He didn't want to be remembered for something he wasn't. So I would hope that, as much as it might pain somebody, it's better to take, as Ric Flair and them used this reference in the storyline, better take old Yeller out there and put him out of his misery, basically, than having him suffer. Because actually, all of us have got to face something like that eventually. So it's coming, but hopefully it's far off, and hopefully Flair gets to live a good long time. But like I tell my wife all the time, we it could be just me and her. You never know what's supposed to be. But and at the risk of having, people say, well, the Gaspers won. Well, I guess it'll have to be, that way. I mean, it can't be any other way. I mean, it ain't because they won because we didn't try.
We tried.
Like I said, we give an A for effort around here. Yeah, like I said, they ain't gonna put on poster boards and shit and do it that way because they just get took down and everybody be, ha ha ha, you ain't gonna, or making jokes or, but I have to say, if the fella just gives it, I know a little bit more time, and how much time that is, I don't know, but I know when I prayed for her, she didn't come overnight. So I'd say our unicorn bestie at best is probably out here on one of these little back roads. Fella just probably walks out there one day if he felt up to it on one of these roads that don't normally go down or hadn't been down for a while, We used to have one of these damn girls up here that was right up the road, and I know what house it was. Is that same one I think that guy stopped me at.
Mhm.
And there's this damn girl standing out there asking for a cigarette and asking for money to go buy her a cigarette. I'm like, oh, for God's sake. And then people had,
She wants me to call her.
we had,
Because she just upset me.
no, don't be. No,
She said she wants to apologize.
no. These people.
I'll call her, but I'm going to tell her.
Well, just take it in there because I start going there. If she starts being ugly, well, okay. Yeah, I'll eat me some ice cream. Hang on just a minute.
My throat was hurting, so I got something cold. She said, I did not tell your man I didn't text you, but if I haven't talked to your man, that is part of the picture you sent me. Who is that young lady? She said that wasn't her.
Oh, good Lord.
She's lying about it, man. Oh, I'm gonna catch this one. Oh.
Oh, Lord. And that me some ice cream. But anyway, yeah, that sucks having to make these people. It's weird. I don't know why anybody wants to make people mad. I'm gonna throw this away. Be right back. Oh. But no, I don't understand that, you know. And for all the good things that me and my wife want to do, it just doesn't seem to be good enough for anybody, you know. And I hate it for me and her because I really would like to see, you know, somebody out there could, you know, be a good help to not only us, but we could be a good help to them, make them smile and happy. Like I said, maybe even if there's somebody out here want to just be text buddies and friends or something, and maybe, you know, if there wasn't a lady right now looking for that, maybe if I could you know, have a man and woman couple or something, and text on the phone or call one of them once in a while or something, may hang out, but you know, and get the unicorn thing later, whatever happens. Of course, like I said, my wife, yeah, bless her little heart, you know, and like I said, I know, like she said, me and her sometimes used to get upset on it and used to think it's one or the other's fault, or I mean, sometimes she'd even say, well, Dirk, don't you have anything? I need your help. I said, honey, I can't do any more than I'm doing. And then so she'd say stuff like, well, I'd say something like, well, you must have a light on top of your head or something. These people seem to come out of nowhere. Like, what are you doing? She said, I ain't doing nothing. I just, you know, but just little things like it. But like I said, we just laugh and have fun with it now. I mean, like I said, you can't really, honestly, today you can't take anything.
She never sent them to you.
Oh,
She said for a while.
but
I said, no, he's not. And she said, yes, he is. And I'm
you
like,
sent the same. You sent me them, and then she sent something afterwards, and then I just got tired of fooling with that and a while ago. But like I said, like I was saying, before my wife come back, we just have to start kind of not taking it so serious, and you say, well, you ain't gonna take it serious at all. I'm not saying that, but until I see that somebody's gonna drive up here and or walk, if they just happen to be right somebody up the road, you never know if they'll go out. One of these little times on these roads out, we seen. My wife was telling me about these two that used to walk out here at night. Now they don't because they know I made a video. They know I made a video about them, and but yeah, they were out there bothering my wife a little bit, But and just tell me, oh, they're talking to me, Derek. Oh, they're doing this and that. And so we just got to where we don't fool with anybody up here at these apartments across from us. But no, we're out here to hopefully, get our unicorn bestie, and maybe if there's somebody out there also maybe looking to have a text buddy or two, or and maybe meet on an occasion, we could also explore that option for some other people, so we don't disappoint. Like, we're not looking for hundreds and hundreds of people, but a few in our area somewhere would be nice. But these people, they just play stupid. I'm gonna tell my wife don't bother with them. But anyway, I'm gonna stay on here just for a little while, and hopefully we get somebody. Well, we'd like to see somebody come on here and chat with us a little while. Maybe make somebody's day. Maybe smile. And my wife just needs to not let these people bother her. She needs to just, I tried to tell her earlier it wasn't anything to take seriously, but see, that was the one time that person said to call her, and then she actually answered the phone. I could hear her talking to her. Of course, I went in the bathroom a while ago when they were talking, but I could hear some of it. And she acts like she couldn't even hear my wife. My wife had to keep repeating everything. I don't ever do that when my wife's talking. And so I thought, I don't need to get my nerves all shot up over this person off the internet. So I went in, like I said, I went in the bathroom and piddled around because I don't know why, but I was beginning to wonder. But anyway, hopefully we'll get somebody out here in just a little bit. But maybe we'll sing or have something here in a minute. Me and her was doing the other night. But it's just like I said, a lot of people plays games. Even out here, we've had it happen to us. I feel bad for anybody out there. Like I said, if you've been played or hurt, we feel bad for you. And we'd like to see y'all get to us if we could help in any way. And we'd like to help you. if y'all just follow our lead, if you're a non-drinker, non-smoker, and you don't do any drugs, and you know what you want, just come to us. Like I said, we're here. And like I said, we would love to be a help to somebody, and
Honey, she said those wasn't
And y'all-
her.
y'all
So
be a
they
help.
like her page.
Honey, they don't need to start that. They just these people. Like I said, my wife's gonna have to learn. She can't keep calling these people. Now this person's they sent us all these pictures, and God, I wished I had them still on my phone. Now she's trying to claim is somebody did this or did that. I told my wife, I said, I'm not going to argue with it. These people, they don't want nothing. They won't even go, like I told my wife, what's funny? What's funny? They won't go to their bathroom or no further than their mailbox and back. They're rude. It's like they for some reason, these people of today that's been grown up. We had one up here that was 30 and couldn't get along with her. This one's supposed to be 33, 34 years old, so she'd been born about the same time my wife was around there. Back in the 80s. And these people act like, I guess the technology's getting to everybody's brain except me and my wife's. I mean, like I said, we simple phones right here for us. We just have simple old phone right here. See, there's a picture of my wife. It don't show up good, but see, just simple old phone. Nothing fancy. But yeah, it's nothing fancy or nothing, but it lasts, and it's a good service. And Consumer Cellular is one of the best phones you can get. One of the best phone services you can get. You can have two people and only pay like $50. A little over that. By the time you add taxes, about $50-something. So that's pretty good. I mean, when you talk about Verizon or anybody else, pretty much any of those big 500 Fortune companies, you're going to be paying for two people, you're going to be paying almost $100 and something a month for unlimited internet and unlimited this and all that. Here you can get text and calling for $50. We paid $30 each for our phones, originally. But after that, you just put it on this little card. You go out and buy you one of them green dot cards at the store. And you usually pay like $2 or whatever. That's some pretty good stuff. But yeah, I mean, these people today, I just don't understand them. But if anybody up on here within the next hour or so, if you got any questions or want to talk about sports, music, movies, or for buddies out there, if he sees us on, hopefully he'll get on here in a little while. We'd like to chat. We thought we'd come back out here again, like I said, and kind of talk about a few things, maybe put some of our dolls back on, or maybe carry on with some music, kind of like I did earlier. Just whatever's on our mind. But like I said, we're really good people. We just seem like today, it's like everything's just passed us by. They don't take you. People in turn don't take you serious because they're so fixated on all this cards and ID mess, and everybody thinks that you're always wanting friends for benefits or whatever. Or, they're supposed to be paid just because they they're wanting to use you for your money, and that's not the type of person we're looking for. That's what's usually on the internet these days. So, like back, for example, when I was on there and I was, not with anybody, for example, I used to put my number out there and like message them a couple times and then put my number out there and have them, and they would text me the next time they got on, so they, I actually met some people off of these sites before. The last trip I went on with somebody was 2010. And that's before I met my wife. I went to J-Fest. It was hot as blue blazes, like I said. It was pretty miserable out there. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, it just depends on the person and who you are as to whether or not we can get along with you. Like I said the other night, we had our buddy on here, Dylan, and we were talking about stuff that we grew up as a kid on. And he was born in 2000 and watched Blue's Clues and Barney and I forget what all he said. He likes pretty much all of her movies. He's got a niece that's 2 years old. And she's got like these reborn dolls and things that my wife likes to collect. And at first we thought he said he had a grown up person. But she ended up, it was a little child that was 2 years old, a daughter. So my wife kind of got excited at first. But no, she's 2 years old and had some, a lot of things that my wife likes, like the reborn dolls and things that he buys them for his niece and everything. I reckon his mom's still living and everything. I think she had some health problems or something. But he was nice to us, and we had another guy on here talking to us that day for just a little bit. But like I said, anybody's welcome to come out here and chat with us and talk to us. We're always out here on YouTube, so if that on the phone can hear me, she knows we're out here on YouTube. I invite anybody on them sites on Mingle 2 to come out here and check these videos out. This is how me and my wife gets out to the world. We're who we are. We ain't some somebody playing tricks on anybody. We're not like that. So anyway, we're here for a little bit longer. I'm gonna, let my wife get on here in a little bit whenever she wants to. Here while it's still on. But no, we can kill time easy. But we're just hoping maybe some people get out here, get on. Maybe we could talk about some of the places they've been and share some stories. I just don't want to be, out here, hearing anybody's past, drama or anything, too much, especially if, they're like some of the people we've dealt with. But if you're one of them that just looks for advice, I'm pretty good at giving advice. Even if I've not been there, I could put myself in y'all's shoes and help you out if you want it. If the best advice I can give you is if you expect me to go one way and you're not thinking upon my level, then don't ask me the questions. Because if you don't want the honest answer, don't ask me the questions. It's not to be mean. It's not to be rude. It's just facts. So, that's how I was raised. I don't have to be on drugs to know what I'm talking about. I don't have to be a smoker or a drinker. I've never experienced either one of them, I've not even had any kids of my own. I'm not one of these, but if you give me clues on some things and a person or something, and you ask me about them and you give me enough clues, I can be like a detective and figure this stuff out pretty fast. But I think this Wendy woman, that came off this internet, it's like a lot of these people, they don't want to take you for real and they want to take you around the bush and think you're some kind of robot or some stupid thing like that. Because that's what these apps. See, they got all these apps now, and that's what they're teaching all these kids. All these young kids are raised up these goddamn, you know, apps on their phones, and they're getting on there because they're telling people, oh, this is a scam, this could be fake. You know, this person, you could go through the whole rigmarole of doing all that stuff, and they'll still find a way to call you fake or that you're not real or that you know, they'll find some reason or another not to come up. Like I said, a lot of them they won't even get up and go no further than their mailbox or their bathroom, and maybe the next neighbor's yard if you're lucky. I would hate to have lived in this era with this kind of stuff that goes on today. I mean, you know, it's just a sad truth. I'm gonna throw this away. I'll be right back. So if anybody gets on here and wonders why I ain't here, it's because I'm gonna throw this right here away. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm back. But it wasn't too long. So anyway, yeah, we're just glad to kind of come out here, and at least these videos will be on here for people to watch, people to view. Like I said, you don't have to watch all of them and everything. But I honestly, you know, I would like to invite anybody that, you know, any young lady who's either been through a lot and has everything together, or even if you just one of them out there, maybe homeless, maybe out here on one of these back roads nearby Goodfield Road up here. That's what the main road is. Our driveway is the 182 Brown Street. It's odd, but when you put us in the system, if you don't turn in this driveway down here where the two black mailboxes are at, they'll have you going every which direction but the right. I know that because my wife's step-papa tried to drive up here, and they had him going up past over here at these apartments, and then and he knew it wasn't right. And he could come back through, and I could see his truck, you know, going back and forth. Finally, about the second or third time, you know.
Keep crying.
So, what, I want to put something out here? What is you straight there?
She's coming Wednesday. She's coming Wednesday.
Well, I'm not.
She's coming next week. This Wednesday coming up.
Well, it's set to, like I said, I don't know. Well, I have to kind of wait and see. What, I mean,
She said, babe, let's get out of the site, and there are many skimmers on there. Send me more pics, baby. I love you.
I think it's like what I said earlier, and she probably heard, my wife probably heard me talking about it. But I want her to. I mean, that's what everybody's heads filled up with all this negative stuff. Like sometimes it's somebody.
She said somebody sent those pics from her.
No, I know it did. But what the problem is, and I'll tell you another way I've kind of known to skip somebody, is if they don't say much on the profile.
She's crying.
And another thing, if they put, like, for example, if they put, who could I leave? Mandy Rose.
You know.
Because usually Mandy's the first name and Rose is the first name, for example.
Yeah.
That sounds good for a wrestler. You
She
know,
said she didn't send those pictures.
a
She
lady.
said to tell Bubba that I did not send those pics. She called you Bubba.
I'm not talking about those ones where I'm talking about the ones that I know that she sent you.
Yeah.
That's the ones I'm talking about. I know there's some that was from another person. That's not what I was saying. But anyway.
She's coming, Nancy. She said, tell Bubba I love you.
But anyway, we're going to keep all things open because, as I said, it's not really no guarantees. This one's all the way from Texas.
She's crying.
What's the matter?
She's crying, baby.
Well,
she's crying. She's crying.
Well.
Babe.
Anyway, well, you can't really see it. It don't
Here,
show. It don't show up real good. But anyway, well, it's kind of glary here.
Let me show a picture of her.
But just so y'all don't think we're talking about a robot, we're going to show you a picture.
Of her.
Show a decent one.
That's the one that we might be getting Wednesday.
If everything works out, if you can see it.
Oh, it's a little bit blurry. Try to back it
Here,
up.
let me see if we can.
There we go.
There we go.
That's the one
Well,
that's coming.
That's the one we was talking to earlier. So
Yeah.
if it comes true, it comes true.
Yeah, here's another one of her.
Is that
This
good?
is-
Is it a decent?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a decent one.
All right. No, turn tilt it up. Yeah. But there we go. There's who we're talking about. So, like I said, I'm not gonna make a guarantee.
She
But-
said she's definitely coming.
But she probably heard me talking, so.
She's crying. She said, Bubba, trust me. I will never hurt
But
you.
she's worried about some stuff earlier. Well, see, my wife started out when my wife was on the phone earlier with her. She started out, and my wife was like, I'm here, and all that stuff. They act like I can't hear nothing. And then,
Her volume was down.
oh,
Her mom was down. She couldn't really hear me.
okay.
So it was a misunderstanding.
But,
with her. I forgave her.
But I was like, Lord, I know I could hear, me and my wife can hear each other. But anyway, as far as I'm concerned, I just wanted to show you who it's talking to. Like I said, she's all the way in Texas. There's no exact 100% guarantee, but I think she definitely knows that me and my wife's not one of these playing games. So I think, like I said, people just gotta start trying to trust you a little bit better.
She said, trust me, I'm not here to hurt you, babe. I love you both.
But
From the bottom of her heart, she said she's crying. She misses us.
But I don't know how this person's gonna.
She's got a car. She's coming down.
But
She said she's got a surprise for me when she comes down.
but
She said she's going to take us out to eat.
but we'll update this situation as we get more. And if it happens, we'll be sure to post a video out here. But as of right now, we're gonna keep it still open. But we just wanted to prove that we've talked to this person. She did call my wife, or my wife called her and talked to her twice now.
Yeah.
But
She's crying.
so I think, like I said, a lot of these people get filtered up with all this garbage, and they start wanting codes and ID pictures and all this garbage. Man, my wife don't feel like taking 100 freaking pictures all the time. And I don't feel like it. I mean, I want to see something like in the old days, like I was used to, But anyway, just kind of like I said, keep us keep all this in. If there's anybody out there, keep us, kind of in your prayer if you pray, and let's kind of hope kind of hope that we find something. I don't know if we have or not. But as I said, we try. You know, it's not me for lack of trying. I hope whoever's out there finds whatever they're looking for. You know, if you're somebody like us and you don't know where to go, you know that you know
She's crying, honey.
if you try hard enough, you'll eventually find it. I'm sure. You know, so if you're like us and you're a couple lonely out there like me and my wife, you might actually end up finding something. So, uh, you know, just keep pushing. Like I said, go on this site, Mingle 2. It may not be the best site. I definitely would suggest if you're from Tennessee, be from one of the bigger known areas, especially like Chattanooga, Knoxville. I see that all the time. Riceville. Every now and then you get Harrison,
She said she was gonna calm down first before she called again.
but you know, maybe we've opened this one's eyes. Hopefully, I don't know, but we're gonna see how it plays out. But everything is still open, so it just as of right now because we're still relevant, we're still pretty new, and this, you know, this person we got to see how she's gonna do, see if there's any more things that need to be ironed out. But I think, like I said, a lot of these people they watch
She
too
said
much.
She would never ask me for
They-
cards or money.
They watch too much news and they get their head filtered with all this junk. And
She
that's
said to do one thing for her. Don't cry. Because she said
Right.
she'll be coming.
but
She said, I
You
will
know,
never hurt you.
I just wish everybody to understand, you know, or at least the people that's talking to us would understand that, you know, we don't mean to hurt nobody, but we can't be throwing hundreds and hundreds of dollars out there.
She said she's good.
I'd understand it too if they couldn't do it. I'd understand, but we can't help where we live
She said she's going to take us up to.
and where our location's at. But you know, and if somebody did come like this one came out far out, they would get more than they ever bargained for. You know,
And she said she told Rosina she loved her.
but anyway,
She kissed her through the phone.
but I hope that, you know, maybe this might be something. Who knows? But you know, my wife and I hope for the best for anybody out there like us. It might be out there, might be a couple of some kind. So if you're out there, just, you know, don't give up till you know it's time to give up. If you're still like us and you're still able to get around, still able to do most things you've been able to do, and you're in good shape, don't give up on it yet.
Oh, 'cause this
But-
one's pretty real
but,
good.
You know, we'll keep options open, but everything, like I said, is still open for sure for right now. Because, like I said, I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch. But you know, it sounds like you know. Of course, I talk loud, like I said, so I'm sure a lot of that got heard.
No, she was crying before this.
But
She said she never sent those. She said I would never do that to him or you.
But,
She said I think she wants to.
the ones that she sent are the ones that I know my wife sent me, and of course she was texting both of us, and that's the pictures that my wife showed you. And I think she just thought we were some kind of game or some kind of robot, and therefore I don't know how she's gonna get up here, but
She's got a car. She's gonna drive down.
well, I know that, but usually they're always like asking for,
She said she's not gonna do that.
well, she got $1 million pocket somewhere.
She said she's gonna pay for gas and everything. She said.
Well, I mean, does she work?
Yeah. No, she don't work. She's on SSI.
Oh, she gets her SSI first.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, she don't have that many bills or something?
Yeah, she said she's gonna sell her house too. so she can come home.
Well, I don't know. We'll figure all this out. Like I said, if it don't happen, I'll be sure to update it. We'll keep doing a video though. So just keep all this. You know, if there's them out there, it's you know here for us on this deal. Just take it for what you will. Uh, just be thinking about it. Uh, what was it? Hmm. But I think she thought we were just playing and fooling around, I guess. But as I said, we'll
Just keep us in your prayer.
just, like I said, if anybody out there wants to, pray about it with us. And like I said, if anybody else out there is like us, just kind of keep going. Well, maybe she heard me, like I said, maybe she heard me doing this video at my cranks and
She said, I can't wait to
stuff
be
in
with you. I can't wait to be there with you.
but
babe."
you know, if it's Wendy's the one, I hope so. But
She said she's the one. She said she's deleting her profile right now. She said
But,
she's getting on there
you know,
right now.
we've been through a lot, and I know this person probably had too. And I guess she's just used to probably getting played. I don't know.
Yeah,
but,
she said she was in an abusive
but
relationship.
okay, well. I can't, like I said, that's kind of hard to handle unless they're willing to put that stuff
said-
behind them.
She said, Sissy, will you call me? She
Uh,
wants to talk to me.
Well,
Just call me Sissy.
yeah. Well, I'll be out for a minute.
You know?
But just tell her come on if she wants to come whenever she can. But yeah, usually everybody in 5 minutes they already usually ask for stuff, and we just ain't able to do it. I mean, that time when I did it, to be honest with you, and I put this out on a video before, but just a quick story, a little quick version of it. I had done it because I was working at Hardee's. I don't know how much my wife stole.
I do a whole bunch.
But you know, that's how I was able to kind of afford everything. Because then I had some stuff I was pawning out here, and like I said, it's no disrespect to any of these people, but you just can't, you know, without being there with them, you can't just give up on your money and not get paid back. Of course, they'll tell you, "Oh yeah, we'll pay you back." Well, I'm saying if somebody out there, if this one's the one,
That's Sissy.
oh yeah,
She
I
said
think.
I just teared her up because she wants to be full.
Well,
Be full.
I hope. Well, like I said, I'm hopeful for everything to go right.
Let me have your address. I can look it up and see how far you are to me, babe.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Okay.
She said, I would never ask you for cards with my new sissy. She said, I love you too much to do that.
Man, she knows you've already. Well, anybody with a smart brain would know
She
you've
said,
already.
I'll be by next week, Wednesday.
Wow. And she got a place for all of them.
She's gonna sell that one. I told her to go look for something else. She said she wants to make us a better home.
Oh.
She said, home decorator. She said, that's her job.
So what'd she do?
She's a home decorator.
Oh, I thought she didn't work.
She said that she wasn't surprised me to tell because she said she's gonna make our house beautiful.
No, okay. Well, I thought you said she's on SSI.
She is too.
Oh, but she
She's
worked.
making extra on the side.
Oh, it's a side job.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That somebody gave her a long time ago.
Oh, well. Like I said, hopefully all this works out. Just like I said, I'm hearing this as I'm talking. So,
It says, I'll be by next week, Wednesday. Love you, baby.
well, like I said, just kind of keep us. You know, if there's any good people out there, just keep it in your prayers, and hopefully this person does get to come up here, and hopefully we don't get another one in a mess.
She said, "Can I talk to you and Bubba on speaker?" She calls you Bubba,
But
so you can hear her voice.
well, I guess we'll get off here. There's no action going on, so I'm gonna put this video though as in that newest playlist, and so me and my wife can go back to it. What was that one say?
That's Cameron.
I thought you got rid of her.
I did. She
Yeah.
keeps texting me.
Oh God, go away.
No, I told her I was busy. I didn't say what. I just said I was busy.
I wouldn't say nothing. You know, it's just a person from.
Right, honey, because she was to talk to us on speaker.
Oh, okay. She's wanting to talk on the phone or something. So
Yeah.
anyway, I guess we'll get off here for today and see what happens. But I'll see everybody later. Hope our buddy Dylan's doing good out there. Hopefully he can join us in a chat or something here soon. Like I said, see everybody later. Bye.
You want to hear her voice?